Greetings, everyone. Please give me a moment to make sure everything's set up. Twitter's going. Thumbnails up the Twitch. Not going. There it goes. Twitch is going. Rumble's going. And let me double check my other computer. Looks like everything's going good, so let's go and get started. Of course, I got a good. Actually, I'm starting to run low in replays again. You would imagine me being sick and not casting for 1 week, I would give me a bit more of a backlog. That's not really the case. Though I forgot to check that one website, which has a lot of tournament replays. I don't really do tournament replays because it honestly, no offense, those tournament replays are pretty one-sided. Whether it be one player or the other player, back and forth, but not really, in it to win it sort of style. So that's it. There we go. That should be good. Greetings, everyone, and Great here for another Age of Empires 3 replay. On the north side as the blue US of A, we have Captain Link, Jimmy. He does go and pick off one of the swashbucklers who has... Oh, that'll give a wood trickle. I wonder how much it is. Is the opponent claiming that would trickle one of its counterpart? That, yep, it is. Let's see. 0 to 23. So it's not 1 per second. It's probably 0.3 or 0.33 infinite would be plus 20 per minute. So this looks like maybe 3.34, maybe 3.5 wood per minute, I'm guessing. Wood per second? That's just a guess. Sorry if I'm putting too much emphasis on that. Oh, yeah, I forgot to introduce, up on the south side as the Red Germans, we have Tim Rulik. Yeah, first replay of the day, and I'm already getting in a stumbling mess. You kill off the kitty cat there, now we've got Pumbaa there. After all, this will give him Hakuna Matata. One shipment available now for the Germans. We got 1v1 Picky Viz, not sure what that means. Settler Wagons, Economic Theory, Settler Wagons, Woodwood Coin, Crossbowmen, Dolphin Soldiers, Cavalry Hit Points. Caravels also can fish. I forget if they're fishing rate, but that will of course give him also a way to bully his opponent's fishing boats, and then once they clear out the sea, they can fish themselves. Wood, Skirmishers, Ulans, Cavalry Combat, War Wagons, Frigate, Higher German Black Riders, Higher Hessian Jaegers, Heavy Cannons, Factory. I do hear what sounds like a fishing boat. Unless I'm going crazy. Actually, we do have a bandit cartman here, claimed by Blue. Which, can that fish? Warship slash fishing boat, so that can fish. So you may want to fish with it. And the United States does have the Highlander. He will kill off the swamp pupper and steal his ancient inscriptions, teaching the true origins of the universe. Irish immigrants, Chinese immigrants, advanced saloons he's merely going for. A saloon does cost 200 wood, which effectively means it will provide the value of 2 houses, increase the build limit. But also the wood, if you think about it, the build limit of a saloon is what? 1? This will give him 3, effectively getting him 2.4, no, 1.8 gold trickle, which is not bad. Scottish immigrants ships 1 Highlander for each saloon. Oh, got some sort of Highlander mercenary deck. Ships 1 Highlander for each saloon, meeting house, and trading post you own, which all should combo quite well with the Spanish or the Chinese immigrants. Wood coin. Arkansas post ships 3 trading post wagons, allow markets, saloons, and meeting houses to be built by trading post wagons. Interesting. It's primarily meant for the 3 trading posts, regulars, native treaties, Hamilton economics, Virginia General Assembly. He's also going for natives, Seminole Scouts, Russian American companies, coin, carbine cavalry, Buffalo soldiers, rolling artillery, advanced artillery, Polski's Legion, and Indian Friendship. Native warriors train 10% faster and ships 50% faster. You get a large shipment of upgraded native warriors from each different allied tribe. He does get out the Sufi Moss, we're getting access to Quizbalash. I've actually never seen these guys deployed on out before. And we've got the Somalis, which can give you access to the Drur Militia and the Isa Warrior. Does have the Chinese immigrants now. There's the meeting or stable deployed on out. He has aged up with Philadelphia or Pennsylvania, getting access to Philadelphia Convention and the Many Festival. So we got some sort of native mercenary deck. Interesting. This opponent does get, of course, 2 free Ulans on the field. You're now the Philadelphia Convention not being shipped on it, as well as Arkansas Port, which he already has all except for this trade post on the map, and this one here, which he may not be able to build. This is too close to town center. A Link Skywalker? What? Nope, either way, Mr. Astronaut Man does go down. We do got now the 3 trading saloons. Oh wait. Trading post wagons allows markets, saloons, and meeting house wagons to be built by trading post wagons. Oh, so he gets the 3 saloons from that. Got a round of Hussars on the field from the stable. And each one is providing gold trickles well. I mean, the initial capitalism gold trickle card, it provides what, 1.25, and these ones do also provide housing, so it's just a very good card. I would say if you just look at it for the gold trickle, it is superior to capitalism, and it will be a good alternative to housing. Ulans and Hussars now engaging here. Ulans are glass cannon, Hussars are standard, and looks like the Ulans will be picked off there. The Hussars did take quite a bit of damage there. And now we do have the Scottish immigrants, which will give them 10 Highlander mercenaries at the 6-minute mark. Now going for the Pennsylvania Pound. And we've got the Virginia General Assembly. Hussars push way forward, but as I mentioned beforehand, 3 of them are very wounded, and 1 is perfectly fine. This one does get another round of Ulans that will defeat the Hussars no problem. Now the Hussars are pushing way forward. Does get a good hit there in the villager. He does not have the very fine coat, the super coat. I don't know why I keep on going with that joke. I keep on trying to say great coat, like oh, it's a very fine coat. It's a hyper coat. Stupid synonyms. Another trading post rickshaw there that he can put down the trading post. You now have, of course, the Virginia General Assembly. These Hussars have taken a bit of damage. Yep, 3 out of 3. He does spot the trading post there. Ulan's siege damage is 20. For their 2 populations, actually not too significant. Got a good number of Highlanders, which are 63 damage Hussar or Musketeers. These Ulans will not be able to stand up against them. They have good multipliers, good hand attack as well. And the multipliers are not too significantly high, but good. And they also offer 63 damage, in which 4 of them can one-shot at Ulan, no problem. Got a number of Dolphin soldiers, which have 20 hand attack and a bit of AoE to that. And yeah, 1 range as standard. Actually, no, 1 range is actually slightly longer. Now it's going for the native treaties. At the meeting house, it got a good number of natives you would probably get. Dragon Post takes some damage, does have extra health to absorb those hits. There's his natives. Actually, it was a lot smaller than expected. He does get the Quiz Balosh, which I haven't seen yet up on the field. They do have 12 damage, fast attack speed. The hand attack does do bonus damage to infantry. Interesting. So their hand attack is very good. So it's better to use them as a hand attack cavalry than a ranged cavalry. They are classified as heavy. Oh, they're classified as heavy cavalry. They're heavy cavalry, but not heavy. And oh yeah, they're the unique rare heavy range cavalry. So these guys are heavy cav, not light cav. The range attack is a bonus. They're probably meant for melee, as I suspected. Basically, a discounted lancer. Got a couple more Quiz Balosh here. Now bring in the Tamiyan Festival and going for Kentucky. He torches now his trading post, which if he does have the levy trade post off soon, he can claim that quickly himself. Oh, this one has not been claimed yet, actually. Highlanders, of course, have 40 siege damage, which is pretty good. It's 2 musketeers worth. They're basically times 2 musketeers. But even still, slightly better stats. They're a good musketeer variant, let's just say that. Because a regular musketeer has, what, 23 damage? Oh yeah, that's nearly triple damage. And their gold cost is 200, which a regular musketeer is 100 total resources. So these guys are better than times 2 musketeers. Yes. More Hussars now deployed on out. The US player has another shipment. He can bring in some coal fields, which are double collection rate gold mines, or some outlaws, which is going to be an extensive population. He's going for rolling artillery. That's not a half bad idea. Right now, the US Army seems pretty scared to me. 37 mercenaries. Ulans are a flanking unit. We got a good number of skirmishers there, so should be very effective versus those Highlanders, and as well as some natives. But they would not be good for the Quiz Balosh. Quiz Balosh are actually a good counter to the skirmishers. Hussars now engaging. He also got some sharpshooters. The US skirmisher, which offers higher multipliers with less health. Ulans or Hussars now engaging the skirmishers. Dolphin soldiers are having trouble engaging. Villagers may want to get inside the town center and not be there. The explorer does go down. Ulan does take a hit there. More explorers being brought on in. Got a random Minutemen deployed on out. He does get inside the town center, lose a couple villagers. No settler wagons, however. And there's the Gatling guns. They can rip apart those Dolphin soldiers and skirmishers. They'll have trouble versus the Ulans. Ulans may want to flank around, hit those Gatling guns. They're a high threat unit. Hussars now backing off over there. Quiz Balosh should be set to melee mode, not to range mode in my opinion. Dolphin soldiers now engaging. They do take out the Quiz Balosh. Gatling guns do take up a Ulan there. Dolphin soldiers push forward, and Red casts in GG. And that is the end of the replay. This is Angry saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. And I don't know why I keep on trying to hit F10. Let's do the 2v2 later. Biggest reason why I try to do 2v2s last, it's a really stupid reason. I don't really have proper thumbnails for 2v2s. Much better. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Age of Empires 3 replay. Small on the top our right side as the blue Iroquois, we have Roncantonium. Spawn bottom left side as the red Germans, we have Barrel Rider.
Hokey.
Got some monitors here, and I'm staring at a monitor right now. Okay, I'm trying to think of more stupid jokes like that. Oh look, there's a monitor on your monitor. Yeah, that was stupid. There are a bunch of herdables on this map, in which the natives do have a pretty good. Native Americans do pretty well when it comes to livestock, since they can have a hybrid farm livestock pen. It makes it so you can fatten up those animals pretty nicely. Eager will be put down by... Oh, Sharp Knife. I thought his name for his explorer was Kronk. Maybe that's just the Incan one, war chief name. I can't tell if Sharp Knife's custom-made name or not. We do actually have a deck here. It's a fishing deck. He does have a fishing ship on the way. Shipped. Which includes villagers, fish market, boats gather from food and coin faster. More villagers, all resources, advanced scouts, which increase the build limit scouts and give them damage. Enas, War Hut Warrior hit points, War Hut Warrior attack, River tactics, Cunning Horsemen, new ways, recruit Buccaneers, ships 3 privateers assist you. I don't know, can they collect or not? And the German player does claim that treasure there. All resources, Forest Prowlers, War Hut Warrior Combat, Musket Riders, Cunning Horsemen. Cavalry hit points, Siege Combat, all Hodone Shone siege weapons get increased damage hit points. And I'm also biased towards the Light Cannon and the Elite Mantlets. I actually really do like the Elite Mantlets. They're just really bulky. Renegade French, Wampum, Infinite All Resources, and Beaver Wars, Light Cannon, and Advanced War Canoes. Let's see, Beaver Wars. Elite Mantlets get increased range and siege armor, not bad. Same thing to Ram, more so of siege armor. And set them to champion. Oh, that's bad. That's pretty good. Get their guard upgrade immediately. Or do that research release. His opponent has a deck called M. M has 2 Settler Wagons, Town Militia, Settler Wagons, Woodwood Coin, Crossbowmen, Dolphin Soldiers, Team Cavalry Attack, Cavalry Hit Points, Advanced Arsenal, Trader West Palhali, that's the Church Improvements, Wood Skirmishers, Ulans, Cavalry Combat, War Hut, War Wagons, Improved Mercenaries, Ulans, Lee Pizza near Cavalry, increase the damage hit points of Ulans, Heavy Cannons, Spanish Riding School, all cavalry move faster, thanks to Spanish Riding School from Vienna, Factory, and Factory. So we got mostly a cavalry deck for the Germans. And he's aging up with the Logistican, Gang Saw, and the Super Coat. And his opponent is going for the Wise Woman and Villagers and Fishing Boat. There is plenty of fish out of sea. If I were to count on the minimap, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 deposits of fish. 18 times 5, 40, 500, 9,000 food, would that make it? That may not be correct. Because 5 times 18 is 90, right? Yeah, I think 9,000 is roughly correct. And so there's quite a bit of fish out at sea. And it'd probably be a good idea just to go to 12. No, 12 fishing boats is a good number. It will also translate to an adequate amount of fishing boats for the whales. And I think as well, the Iroquois do have a pretty good unit to combo of just food. Iana's only costs 100 for food, and that's it. Though his opponent has gone for cavalry deck, so it's a good idea to probably go for the tomahawks. We do now have the big button Hodode Shone scouting party, which should give him a round of tomahawks, right? Going for tribal market there. He may want to go a bit more defensive. This is going heavy in the fishing industry. His opponent has gone for a proxy arsenal, which I'm not sure where he got that arsenal. That was definitely deployed by a wagon. That may have been from something from the Age Up. Ulan's on his way forward. Got a number of tomahawks. Good. He's going for tomahawks. So we do got exposed villager here. And Ulan's are glass cannons, which means they have good damage versus villagers. Nice little pick there. Got 17 villagers versus 23. He does have a number of war wagons. Appears to be 8. So 8 plus 18 is 26. So he does have a slightly behind on civilian population thanks to the fishing boat economy. 12 fishing boats seem like a good number. That seems like an adequate number. It's going for a round of Anna's archers to supplement his force. The arsenal is currently researching the cavalry cuirass, so he's really eyeing for the Ulans. But Ulans can be countered pretty easily. Oh, we do knock out the town militia there to help engage those tomahawks before they get... Though the militia may get tomahawked. Explorer pushing forward. We've got the war chief here. Ulan's getting ripped apart. Bad pathing there. Minutemen push away forward. He does save the arsenal. He does get the research, so the arsenal could go down a little bit more acceptably. Does get around Anna archers there. They are an archaic archer with skirmisher multipliers. So they don't have skirmisher range. And they only cost food, as I mentioned earlier. So they're somewhere in between a skirmisher and a crossbowman. The Minutemen are doing some good damage there. Not many tomahawks remain. Even less Minutemen now remain, or militia men. Same difference. Oh, and the arsenal did manage to get a full repair there. Current player's now eyeing for socket bayonet. I don't know if that's going to be useful right now. He's not building any units. I honestly can't remember all the arsenal research off the top of my head. Wait. It's going for an outlaw. Okay. I'm not sure. He needs more housing for more outlaws. It's cooked out 90 wood, so I'm not sure what the, cancels the outlaw. He doesn't have the housing place. He's going to go for wood to get the more housing for outlaws, I'm guessing. We got a number of cane horsemen here. Didn't look like they had a whole lot of gold. Does this guy take something different than gold? Does have his wood shipment there. Outpost does go down. Both the explorer and the war chief are down. Ulan's will be really useful against the Annas. Tomahawks will get good melee damage in return.
Yeah.
Villagers do migrate to the side of the town center. Ulan does take some severe damage, does go down. Got tomahawk. And there's those outlaws. Let's see, looks like they're a musketeer variant. They do cost 90 gold each. They do have higher stats than a regular musketeer, but their biggest problem is they're not population efficient. But they can be useful in the situations where you want a decent unit there. Ten horsemen will have trouble versus these Ulans. And it looks like all the tomahawks are going down. I think the outlaws were very good in this situation. They picked up just enough damage on the tomahawks to make it very useful. Town Center is also firing with good damage. And Ulans can engage tomahawks and musketeers. assuming they have adequate numbers in return. But these Ulans are very low health. Going for another round of Ulans, no villagers queued on up. Does have a shim available, soon to be 2. Now it's probably a good time to get around a crossbows. He sees all these tomahawks. Crossbows will offer a good counter unit there. He does have plenty of housing space there. He could go for another round of outlaws. These outlaws are doing quite well. They're definitely very cost effective. In comparison to, you can see 90 gold, 35 damage versus opponents 20 damage at 95 resources. Health is a little bit low, but they are not bad in this situation. More tomahawks now being floated in the field. He's going for another round of the outlaws, going for his cavalry upgrades, which will help out his Ulans. He's going for heavy Ulans. Definitely needs them to punch well above their weight against their more appropriate counter unit. Another round of Anna archers being floated on the field. The Ulans will be just fine versus them. Does get the increased hit points, doesn't have the increased attack at the moment. Three of the Dacoits, Marthian Dacoits. Probably butchered that. Ulans and Kindly Horsemen will push way forward. The Kindly Horsemen will get put apart by the Ulans. The Outlaws definitely need to focus down those Musketeers. He does redeploy out his Explorer. And the Ulans do manage to overrun the Tomahawks. They simply were in too small numbers. The Anna Archers weren't properly focused down the... Yeah, they were properly focusing down the Outlaws, but just simply weren't enough for them. Tomahawks should generally be better in this situation. One's now aging up to the messenger. The message is attack. Has 14 fishing boats. Maybe good idea not to go for any more. There's only 3 whale deposits, so once he's out of fish, he will have to what's it called? Delete 2. But he's going for more fishing boats, going for the more tomahawks and villagers. Nope, I wasn't paying attention. We got now the Ulans pushing forward. They will find a number of tomahawks. Tries to push his way forward. Got a good. He did win there, but his force is not exactly too great. Maybe a good idea to go for the housing there. Puts him in pop cap. Townsend is garrisoned by 12 villagers. Another round of tomahawks there. Yeah, it's probably a good idea for Regis back on off. More Ulans being pulled on out. He has 1 villager in wood. There's a guy shipment of Dumpling soldiers. They offer good siege damage and as well as good melee damage. They should be effective as tomahawks if they can connect, having 2 AoE. But they can provide some decent siege support as well. After all, the 3 of them have 180 siege. And guess what can be divided by 180 pretty easily. And now we've got Shima Forest Prowlers that should be very effective. They're a skirmisher unit, but they have to be careful about those Ulans. Current player's not planning to age up anytime soon, though he does have a bit of resource reserve, and now at pop cap. Forest Prowlers are not camouflaged at the moment. Maybe a good idea for the Ulans to leave the infantry behind, engage the Forest Prowlers. It's unengaged there. Canyon Horseman not engaging. He's trying to put some of these guys to the Forest Prowlers. Doppling Soldiers getting some great damage there onto that cavalry, ripping them apart no problem. And these Outlaws, you don't have to worry about what they shoot at. They just do good damage across all targets. Though he could keep them away from the Forest Prowlers. He needs to make sure they're focused on those Tomahawks so the Ulans can push into the Forest Prowlers better. Tomahawks do go down there. Forest Prowlers getting overran. Some of those villagers now getting gunned down there. Very nice. Ulan's pushing forward, trying to find more villagers. He does get inside the town center. He does have only one Dolphin soldier remaining, so he's lacking some siege damage. Another round of Cunning Horsemen, and I think there's, yep, next big button there. Get the Haudenosaunee raiding party there, getting another 8 or 10 tomahawks. Looks like it was 10. And that ambush cleaned up Red's army, which actually is very important. Great big button usage there. His opponent has enough resources to age on up, but he has no standing military, and some of these villagers not going up resources. Has one ship available, and now Blue has a massive opportunity to counterattack. Has 2 Ulans here, almost 3 shipments. He definitely needs to go for a shipment of the Ulans and skirmishers upon aging up. Oh, and all the exposed villagers. This could be game. These horsemen will have free range of those villagers, and he has nothing to really protect them. They'll try and stand and fight. They do have decent melee damage. Ulans pushing forward. While the Ulans engage, these guys should perhaps be running away. Here comes the Tomahawks and Forest Prowlers. He needs to get out the shipment of something down here. Ulans. And there goes all of these villagers. And Red backs to the game now. He was doing quite well, but that losing those villagers just spelled game over. This is Angrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. I don't know why I keep on trying to hit F10. Oh, and that replay is no good. Yep, I think I've already done this replay. There we go. Let's go and get started now. Greetings everyone, Angrade here for another Age of Empires 3 replay. Spawn on the south side as the red Iroquois, we have Kinda Cap. Spawn as the blue America, we have Mark.Urko. No deck selected just yet, and hope we do have a fast deck here. Odenburg. We got Villagers, Inferiors, Horse Mother, give him 9 deer, that's a weird card. Villagers, Healers, Enyas, Tomahawks, Conservative Tactics, Cunning Horsemen, Sensitive Fortifications, Native Treaties, Native Warrior Combat. So we've got a native deck, Spice Trade, All Resources, Forest Prowlers, War Hut Warrior Combat, Cunning Horsemen, Rams, Siege Combat, Advanced War Huts, Increased Build Limit, Training Speed, and Hit Points, Renegade French, Native Warrior Conscriptions, North American Trade, Light Cannon, and Team Light Cannon. This player's not selected that deck, and that seems... sorry about this. There we go, a little bit more controllable. We got Tomahawk, the War Chief. And the US player has selected a deck. We got US Marines, so we got a militia deck, Minutemen deck. We do have Capitalism, Irish Immigrants, Dutch Immigrants, Wood, Coin, State Militia, Springfield Armory, Hamilton Economics, Virginia General Assembly, Seminole Scouts, Russian American Company, Cords of Wood, Chests of Coin, United States Army, 54th Massachusetts Volunteers, US Marines, Georgia Hussars, Rolling Artillery, Polski's Legion, more Minutemen Company, and Dance Hall. Surprised we don't see the long rifles. Long rifles, I believe, improve the range of Minutemen, which should improve the range of the Marines. Marines replace Minutemen, make it so they don't take damage over time. They still can't be healed, but it makes it so they become an outstanding infantry unit. Red will take the air meat. And the Iroquois player is going to be aging up now with a shipment of 3 villagers. Let's see, the name of the deck was Odenburg, and we've got the House of Odenburg on this map, which can give you access to Royal Hunters and Northern Musketeers. So maybe I'm for Fast Fortress. Northern Musketeers only cost food. Field limit is. War Chief has taken some damage. Let's see, what else are there here? Royal Huntsmen may no longer gather food, but become considerably better fighters and increase build limit. They'll become another infantry unit. Royal Hunters also cost food, but 140 food. Danish Counter Skirmisher and Villager can only. Oh, that's Royal Hunter here. Danish Skirmisher excels at counting other skirmishers, benefit from Villager combat upgrades. Interesting. So, Second Amendment intensifies. Kaltov Repeaters. Your skirmisher units, especially Royal Huntsmen, inflict slightly more damage to other skirmishers. It's plus 10 damage versus 10% damage against light infantry. And Royal Huntsmen get plus 40% damage against light infantry. Ozen Customs, your warships. Oh, looks like he's building it now. The warships and defense buildings now provide Trickle's tiny sum of coin. Oh yeah, that makes it so they give like coin based on the cost of the structure, if I remember correctly. I don't know if that's any too particularly great. I wonder how effective going for Northern Musketeers and Royal Huntsmen are. But he's going for both of the House of Odenburg, I think. Maybe not. The general's taking some damage, and the war chief's going to pounce. And the deserted pikemen. Deserted pikemen will get some good damage there. We've got around a Minutemen. Oh, and the age up gave him another 125 health. And now the war chief's taking some severe damage. War chief does go down there. This player has a shipment, has gone for Pennsylvania. One meeting house wagon. Got some experience from that. Enough for a shipment. Bring in a shipment of wood. Oh, we've got some Royal Huntsmen. They can go ahead and collect up the food from local fauna. Right now they are 150 health, same as regular villagers. They do get plus 50% damage versus light infantry. So they can gauge the state militia and sharpshooters.
Yeah.
Now we do have the native treaties, which should give him around a Royal Huntsman there. With plenty of fauna here from the collect up. Going for a round of tomahawks as well. Proxy Ward Hut here just provides some field pressure. It does have actually the House of Vaza also available, which can give you access to the Royal Arquebus and the Winged Hussar. There's a round of Royal Arquebusts. And also got 2 Northern Musketeers. Northern Musketeers, let's click on one. Looks like it's a Musketeer with a little bit extra bonus damage versus Heavy Cav and a little bit extra range, but a little bit less health. For the Coastal Carolines, we've got Hamilton Economics not being brought on in, Steel Traps as well.
Yes.
Got a good number of regulars and a number of Minutemen on the field. He can bring another round of Minutemen. Does get another round of Minutemen. Blue has got quite a sizable army on the field. Red brought in the hot air balloon. There it is. Royal Arquebusists, of course, are a light infantry unit. Their damage multipliers are less. Their range is not good. The hit points is better than the regular skirmishers. But they're more closer to archaic archers with extra health. Let's bring the spice trade. More Royal Arquebusists. And a hot air balloon crashes inside his opponent's town center. That's sort of humorous. It's not going away. There it goes. A light infantry should be effective versus the regulars. Minutemen are classified neither heavy nor light, just infantry. He could go for long rifles, giving him access to a little bit extra range as militia as well. Another round of tomahawks. US players now bring in the first Pennsylvania rifles, which is a round of sharpshooters.
Yes.
They do have 21 range, is pretty good. Should be effective versus those tomahawks. This player has plenty of gold to age up. Needs a lot more food, however. Going for some hussars. Red's not going for a trade post here. Blue's making his advance. He gets struck by the trade post. And the war chief does go down once again. Trading post does not get cancelled, but does allow him to get a free volley. Minutemen take some hits there. Royal Arquebusists start stepping away. They do have promotion capability. And now we do have the hunting expeditions as well as more Anna archers. The Minutemen are taking some hits there. They won't bleed off experience for his opponent. And now we've got the frontiersmen. A number of Royal Huntsmen over here. Has all 5 on the field. Which actually are getting a little bit of coin as well. Order of Vaza improves collection rate. The Royal Huntsman apparently gave you a bit of coin while collecting food. Did not know that. That's usually, I was thinking it's going to be from North American trade, but he's not in the Castle Age. Going for our team inferiors. Have a market there. We have a warhead up here. Another hot air balloon now being brought on in. He does see the sizable army there. He does bring the Seminole Scouts. There's an army of 59 here. His opponent has an army of 39. Split outnumbered. Another round of NRRs there, which can be engaged with the Hussars. The Northern Musketeers can be used against the Hussars, but he only has 2 of them right now. Can't get any more at this age. Looking good for Red right now. He has a sizable army here. He's now starting to engage. It's a good amount. Red does have a good amount of counter units, that's for sure, but it's taking a large amount of damage there. Hussars going down. He could bring the big button here, the raiding Haudenosaunee scouting party. Another tomahawk on the flank. More tomahawks now being put on the field. A little bit late to get those guys queued on up. Moose has a sizable army right here. Red has a very dwindling army. Northern Musketeers can get affected by promotions as well. Another round Tomahawks being put on out. Lose armies down to 40, which is still quite significant. Another round Tomahawks. Does have the inspiring flag here. Now going for a round of Royal Arquebus. This has shipment available. He can now age up. He's trying to chase down these villagers. That's actually a great distraction for Red. Aging up to the Elder. Villagers going to get hit soon. Let's have a round of Royal Arquebus, which are light infantry, not heavy, which means they can get ripped apart by these Hussars, no problem. You know, the Elder Silver Research has 2 shipments available. You may want to go for a round of Tomahawks right now. Let's get the Canyon Horsemen out. Hussars have gone down. Blue Shoulder perhaps pushes army into its opponent's space because it is quite sizable still. It does take time to clean up those war huts, and actually he is falling back now. If we have a Sergeant on the field to heal up his forces, the Sergeant cannot heal up the Minutemen, so it's only meant to heal up regulars, which I believe this is a mistake. Going for the Russian-American Company, which is going to effectively give him 2 more barracks. Also sends them to frontier blockhouses as well. And there's the U.S. Marines, and even when you get upgraded to Marines, Sergeants and healers cannot heal up Marines still, which is honestly probably should be removed. Horseman finding some good damage there on these villagers. Zekla needs to get back in the game. All these villagers are getting hit. Sentinel Scouts are based on Archaic Archer, some of the Arquebusts. Got a round of Hussars there.
Yes.
Minutemen just offer damage. Oh, and do have the 2 frontier houses here, the block houses. There's the U.S. Marines. They don't offer any additional damage. Well, I suppose they get bonus damage versus siege units and artillery units. So they're actually an anti-artillery unit now. Damage is still the same. Range still the same. But they also get plus 3 times 3 damage against ships. Oh, they get anti-ship attack at 20 range. Huh. No idea how effective that will be. Wait, they get a hand attack that can do bonus damage to ships? Okay. Maybe a good idea to go for rolling artillery. But right now he's fighting against a good number of horsemen. We got a pretty sizable transition to elite horsemen.
I'm ready.
Getting some forest power shipment. Going for more Royal Arquebus. Going for the elite Tomahawks. And more Tomahawks. They want to get a shipment of something in. Renegade. He could have got the Renegade. Oh, he is going for Renegade Defense. Red has an army of 52. His opponent has an army of 55, and the Minutemen are still quite damaged. He does also have some now Northern Musketeers. Forest Powers and more Musketeers in the backline. Arquebusts here to support as well. Canyon Horsemen falling back. Minutemen being slowly picked on off. Going for a round of Carbine Cavalry to engage the Canyon Horsemen. which make it so... Oh, we got a town center wagon there, cavalry wagon. That'd be town center number 3, I
Yes.
believe. Trying to push way forward. He does have these 2 blockhouses there, which would be bonus damage versus cavalry. He also got a number of Owlhoots. He did age up for Kentucky, so got a large number of outlaws there. Right now he's having trouble for the cavalry right now. He has a good amount of light infantry. Marines do damage versus everything. There's the Carbine cavalry, but getting formation get tied up with the regular. And it looks like I think blue fell back or back out of the game there. It's Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. I still keep on trying to hit F10. What is that icon? Greetings everyone, Angrade here for another Age of Empires 3 replay. Spawn on the right side as the blue Iroquois, we have Kinda Cat. Spawn on the left side as the red Chinese, we have a foreign name. Red Chinese Communist detected. You admire the fishies here. Travis looks like going around scouting. He may be eyeing to claim up the Yorbara? He has a something here. He may be eyeing for a trade post here. Discovery Travis. And we do have a deck called Akin. Yorbara does not provide the Akin. Villagers, High Chief, Link Pelt Trade. More valuable Link Pelts enable your villagers to gather coin from tribal markets faster. Okay. Villagers, all resources, healers, Annas, more Annas, conservative tactics, kind horsemen, native treaties, native warrior combat, spice trade, forest prowlers, war hut warrior combat, cunning horsemen, more horsemen, cavalry hit points, cavalry damage, mountain that's siege hit points, siege combat, renegade French, like cannon, so we got a siege, cavalry siege deck with natives, native cavalry siege deck. Yeah, it's about a long hut next to the Akin. You know, keep it nice and locked down. The Akin does give him a musketeer with a bit of AoE to him. Looks like the monk here does do more damage than the war chief. But it does less damage for his heroes, so the war chief should win out the fight. Opponent's deck is boo. We do have Tea Export and Northern Refugees, Foodwood Coin, Chuko News, New Army, all Chukonos transform Arquebus, and all Quang Pikemen transform into Shangdao Swordsmen. Quang Pikemen, Step Riders, Western Refugees, Chuko News, Quang Pikemen, Arquebus, Keshiks, Step Riders, Beiyang, Iron Army, Flamethrowers plus Casual Ricksaw, Confucius Gift, improvements to research instantaneously, achievements arrive very quickly, Great Migration, Chests of Coin, Old Dynasty Reforms, Step Riders, Flamethrowers, Castle Rickshaw, Hand Mortars, and Western Reforms. So we got maybe a conversion to from cheap units to expensive units deck. So we got a cheap unit deck. Either way, these cats are getting punched in the face. It does kill off the cat, giving him some wood. And this is now going for the Summer Palace. Summer Palace will provide free banner armies. His opponent is currently going for the Wise Woman. The hyenas do get chased a little bit, and we do actually have the Akin trading post now being deployed on the field. So we may see a timing attack with the Akin.
جاهز.
Got an African Vagabond here, which does offer 12 damage. Not too great of a unit, honestly. But we'll be stabbing that hyena,
أعمل
and
شنو؟
which will allow Red to claim the treasure there. Disciple will get stabbed in the back, and then got a critical strike to his throat. Looks like these two are fighting out once again. War Chief should win out, especially with the age up advantage. Summer Palace is almost complete. The Iroquois player is not getting any sort of units on the field yet, not even villagers. There's a shipment of villagers and the villager. There's the age up, providing him just enough health there. 10 damage, but with 75% less damage, it'll do 7.5 damage. War Chief should still win that fight. We got a proxy war hut here, got the French as an allies. Oh, what's that button? Aken Afaso? Being researched from here. Which your military officers are joined by Aken Tufan, which can respond for free town home city military rival point. So is that sort of secondary hero? Not sure how that's going to work. Bring some tomahawks, native treaty, so we get some both some Yorbaros and some Aken. So let's see how this looks. Free hero? Not here. There it is. It is a secondary hero. Aken Tofuro, he does have healing, so he's his own monk. He has a bit of AoE damage to his range attacks, so he's like the Akens, but better. 1 out of 1. He's actually worth influence, and Iroquois can't deploy out influence. Got also Yoruba Legionaries, which are a higher attack speed musketeer. They're closer to stuff. Aken, or of course, a musketeer with a bit of AoE. There's Chuko news, so the Akens musketeers should be very effective with that. Also taking some serious damage. Your Legionaries don't have a whole lot of siege damage. Unlocks of further siege damage, and the Akens only have less siege damage as well. How much did that a free explorer cost? Or free hero? 600? That's probably a reasonable price. After all, he has nearly 1,000 health, so if you compare it to him, is he classified as hero? Yes, he is classified as hero, so spies should do extra damage to him. And granted, the chance of you seeing spies is unlikely. You now got the flamethrower now being pulled up by the castle, which should be good for these natives. Though there's quite a bit of horseman cards in the next age. So the flamethrowers have diminishing returns next age. As melee resist is classified as heavy, so the Chukonos will do bonus damage to him. He did quite a bit, but he's also a healer here, so he can take time to heal up these nearby units, which may be a good idea. Flamethrower now pulled on down the field. Whose army will have a bit of trouble here, outnumbered, though it is Chinese crap. But there's a flamethrower there, which is distinctly not crap. Though he may get flanked and overran by the Horseman now being set ablaze. It does not have any Queen Pikemen for defense. Does have some Step Riders there. Not Keshiks, and there goes a flamethrower. Didn't do a whole lot there. Unlocks especially forward, gets good damage there. Does have the castle nearby for fire support. Going for a round of the Mongolian arms to give him Step Riders and some Keshiks. Going for more Mongolian armies. There goes all his Chuko news. Villagers down. And brings just a coin from somewhere. There's the sentries, which are a cheap anti-cav. When the Keshiks immediately go down, there goes those step riders as well. This one time he gets out some barracks units. Chuko Nu plus pikemen seems a good item to me. And the castle will go down before it gets another deployment out. More Anna archers now being pulled on out. Chinese player has another shipment available. Going for a shipment of food, signed to age up. Building out another castle here. And going for a round of Young Guard Grenadiers. Or Guardies. More villages here. He is out of coin, but can pull out some Anna archers there for some military units. The monk can be brought back up for a good amount of health. Go for a flamethrower. And there we go, he can now age up. Going for the Confucian Academy to get some flying crows, as opposed to some fallen crows. Has a very small arm in the field. Villager goes down. Some villagers get inside the village. Right now, Bread just needs more military units. Doesn't have enough for a shipment. The Confucian Academy, upon completion, will provide 8 archivists, which will be useful. And I think 13 Chuko Nus wouldn't be half bad. Good number of grenades does connect. And the flamethrowers connecting is getting some good AoE. It will likely lose the barracks. One of the Grenadier's party goes down. Grenadier does go down there. He does not have any anti-cav remote. There goes the flamethrower. Grenadier's starting to get overran as well. And that barracks does go down before another deployment gets completed. Got his age up. Archivist finds a volley there. There's another round of Keshiks and Chuko Nus and Step Riders. And immediately get ripped apart. Villagers getting hit there. Villagers trying to punch the horsemen. And good know those Chinese villagers going down. 31 villagers versus just 19. Another flamethrower now being pulled field. Archivist for 4. Good number of horsemen here. And Red's army is getting annihilated. Trying to go for shipment of. That flamethrower is not going to be useful. Yeah, some Step Riders now being pulled on out. Porcelain Tower may have been better at this point in time than the Flying Crows. The War Hut's being pulled out here. The Iroquois player needs more gold to age up. And there we go, that Explorer is getting some good health regen on these forces. Right, the secondary hero does not have inherent health regen. That has very good stats, that's for sure. Does not get a high War Chief. It says War Chief increased hit attack hit points. Doesn't say hero. It affects heroes. That could be very powerful. Another tribal market there. We do now have the community plaza. Going for some healers to get out more healers wouldn't be half bad. Another round of Arcanica Nobles. First flying car is almost deployed on the field. The Iroquois player does almost have enough for a shipment. Going around for mantlets, I would say, is pretty good. Mantlets would just do good damage versus everything and give him some beef and siege damage. Goes for the horseman. Market's not built, going for the very basic research right now. Has plenty of food, needs more of all the other resources. Villagers starting to get hit there. Pushing forward, Flamethrower needs a retard task the infantry. Does find a horseman there, and that Flamethrower quickly goes down. Red Step Riders, of course, inferior 1v1 to the Canyon Horseman. And Red's army gets annihilated. You have a free flying crow now field. It does go for a shipment of coin. Going for some more arquebuss. Bring some more of the Arcanica Nobles. And I still don't know how to pronounce any sort of name in this game. And going through Yorba Esso Rider. Quick train, fast moving, powerful Lancer that loses slowly hit points. They're faster as he loses hit points. So it's like a militia. Trading post being built there. You can see as his health starts decreasing, his attack speed starts increasing. It looks like his base attack speed is already pretty high. Got a round of Keshiks there. There's a good amount of cavalry. Yorba Esso Rider has great range or resistances, doesn't he? 55% getting that really high critical mass. If you're going to improve that even more, it will be very beneficial. Heavy Cav. It's going to start take time to torch this stuff down. Step Riders, they're cheap cavalry, but they have excellent siege damage. Chukunos, not so much. Flying Crow needs to start hitting the infantry over here. Doesn't do bonus damage to infantry, but it does have good AoE. Does less damage versus cavalry. Flying Crow really needs to hit the infantry. Gets a good hit there. More force possible on the field, and Red just getting overran by the cavalry and everything. It's great saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. And before I get started on the next replay, I do need you to grab a drink from nearby and getting a little bit thirsty. One moment, please. Apologies, I'm back. And now, let's see. Oh, looks like Brazil's coming. Brazil shall come to you. Not the whole meme? Or you should go to Brazil. Greetings everyone, and Great here with another HPower's 4 replay. Spawn on the south side as the Blue Dutch, we have MSGT. On the north side as the Red Incans, we have Skeleboro.
Commando?
It's like this swashbuckler will be killed off, getting a nice little wood trickle. And even throw some villager shots into him. Swashbucklers are pretty durable. He will kill that off.
Commando?
Envoy will spot the trade post. And Red is immediately going for a trade post back here. No deck selected just yet by either player. I do hear a bit of fishing. Oh, of course got the bandit, whatchamacallit thing. I think both players start out with one, which they can both be used for shipping or fishing. They can both be used for gold. This does provide 0.2 gold per second, so nothing too significant. But he's going to clear out some of the treasures with this guy. This one is unprotected. A pot of dolphins. Best kill those sadistic creatures, in my opinion. And does claim that food. And now the Incan player does have a deck available. Villagers, American Allies, Villagers, Infinite Wood, Coin, Jimmy Runners, Bloom Spearmen, Jungle Bowman, Cure, Orha Travises, Canary Support, Chico Brewing, 2 Town Centers, Jimmy Runners, Macemen, Melee Infantry Combat, Hurlcos, Jimmy Support, Chamarkra Support, Machu Pikachu, Road Building, Monumento Architect, Cha-Cha Poya Support, Heavy Fortifications, and Terrace Farming. And we've got EITC, East India Trading Company, Merchants, Bank of Amsterdam, Bank of Rotterdam, More Merchants, Wood Coin, Advanced Arsenal, Religious Freedom, Wood Coin, Nasu Regiment, Hussars, Routier Fort, Loots, which are ships, low powerful resistance to building fire that can train units, Wood, Skirmishers, Routier, Heavy Cannon, Heavy Fortifications, another fort, Factory, and, well, ship's a mighty battleship, and adds some additional speed. Moves faster and damages all surrounding units upon detonation, so it explodes. And more battleships. We've got battleships. Multiple battleship cards for the Dutch. Not sure how big that would be. We do now have, of course, this map does have a good number of salt mines, which are 10,000 coin capacity coin. And the Dutch is upgrading, or aging up with the governor. He is cooking quite a bit of food right now. He may transition to some lumberjacks. He has some more banks. His opponent is aging up with the elder and eyeing for a contra house there, so Masons or contra boom. Looks like Red's gonna be converting one of the pirates, Arg.
Ready.
And that pirate will be stabbed in the back and in the face. I think trading post here. This is the first one for blue. Could have an outpost wagon there. And blue does take out the kitty cat and will steal the cat's coffee beans. Actually, no, red may steal the treasure. He may not realize. Yep, he realized that once unescorted. Late response there by blue, and now blue's explorer will go down. Will be stabbed in the back and face as well. Outpost here. Looks like I've got some sort of fast castle for the Dutch. He's bringing a shipment of coin. No bank boom. Turn torch on the trading post. The war chief does have 22 siege damage. The pirate has 24. And the swashbuckler also has 24. And also 1 attack speed. That's one of the reasons why those swashbucklers hit so hard. We got multiple contra houses on the field. Each one provide 0.6 food per second. Let's bring a shipment of wood. Going for the bishop will allow him to move diagonally a little bit better. You may see the Nassau regiment being pulled out. Though, yeah, he does have some villagers on coin.
Hello.
They're collecting at a pretty nice space.
Bedankt voor het betalen van het geld.
Who did take time to redeploy out his explorer. You now have the Chica brewing there, increasing the food gathering rate. Also got 2 more Hut Travises here. They can deploy out, well, anywhere he so chooses. Does he kind of snipe the pirate? Should have sniped the colonial swashbuckler because he has to offer a much higher damage. Trying to target the swashbuckler now. Got a shipment available now for the Incan player. And not for the Dutch. Not getting any villagers on coin at the moment, so he's not eyeing for Nassau regiment. I do hear a bank, so we're going for some banks now. Got the war huts here, also going for the Somali, which can give you access to some mercenaries, the Issa warrior, and to the Askari. Or just the Askari is the mercenary. The Issa warrior is a heavy javelineer, so it sounds like the musketeer variant, heavy cavalry, counters cavalry from range. And militiaman counters artillery and ships. And a number of Chimi runners, which are shock infantry, being supported out by plume spearmen, which are spearmen variants, with good siege damage, of course. Market not going on up. The Dutch will need to pull out something. He's pulling out fort, which these plume spearmen will quickly take out. Got some Minutemen up on the field. Villager taking some hits. He does have a secondary town center not going on up. He's trying to hit the Minuteman now. Does saw the fort wagon. He may want to get the fort there, but may not have enough space there. Outpost did some damage. He sees secondary town center should be almost complete now. There you go, town center's not complete. And he does go ahead and hold the line thanks to militia and the town center, and the outpost got a good defense there. And now the fort can be deployed out in a reasonably defensive location, maybe right around here, but this tree may be in the way. The gang saw research as well as the wood income. And only 2 banks at the moment. There's the fort. A dead zebra do not get in the way. You now have the messenger being shipped on or being researched. The message is to attack, but for native allies as well. Fort is almost complete. That'd be a good defensive location. What does the Incans have to really siege that down this age? Not a whole lot, do they? This fort will be a good defensive location for most. They don't have access to cannon. They do have access to some other things for siege. I can't remember what they are off the top of my head. Because he's now going for the Church of Religious Freedom research. And now we do have the elite Chimi runners and elite plume spearmen there. At this point in time, his opponent doesn't really has not brought out any sort of military unit. Going for multiple banks around the fort, which banks do have a good amount of health, as well as provide some protection. You just have to offer some protection money in return. Chimi runners could be countered by if his opponents go for the Nasu regiment, which are the Blue Guard musketeers. And musketeers do very well in melee, even versus dedicated melee spearmen. Of course, he does have 2 villager queues. Does not have enough for a shipment, but he's getting enough coin for approaching enough coin for the Blue Guard, which also gets enabled at forts, right? Enables them to be trained at forts, so yeah, he should definitely eye for the Nasu regiment. In my opinion. All the contra houses appear to be deployed out in the field, which will give him a great amount of food income. Both players have 32 villagers, so even though the Dutch has been having 2 town centers, not really keeping up with villager production. His opponent did get 8 from shipments. His opponent only got the 3, so that's maybe one reason why he's a little bit behind. He has a shipment available. He has enough coin for the Nasu regiment. He's got more housing. Got another church going on up. Got a house there. He definitely needs a lot more wood income. He's having trouble with housing. He got some of the elite Curl class, which are the ranged infantry units that do siege damage. So you can click on one of them. Here we go. They offer 46 siege damage, which is good. Their attack speed's a little bit slow though. But they do have 21 range with their siege attack. They are classified as siege units, so the fort should do half damage to them. Yep. Got some buttons being researched. Got more plume spearmen. Coffee trade has a shipment available going for age 4 Logicican. Heavy cannon would be very useful, but he needs some sort of units on the field. And I would still say he should go for the Nasu regiment sooner rather than later, but he's out of coin right now. Red's now starting to push his way forward. Blue has still not an adequate defense, only a round of 1 health militia. Get another round of militia here, and maybe some from the Church of the Big Butt with their buttons, but I'm not so sure what. I just spent his gold on something, not so sure what though. Another bank there. Right now he can get 7 banks. He can get 9 right there. 2 shipments now available. He needs a military. His opponent's building up. The heavy cannon would be very good. Second fort would be crazy. Definitely don't go for the factories. And definitely not for the battleships either. This does give fortress upgrades, heavy fortifications, but he needs the heavy cannon. Heavy cannons and skirmishers, I'll say what he needs. Maybe Routier, because Routier will help him engage the Chimi runners, which will prevent the heavy cannons from going overran. Maybe not even the heavy cannons, go for skirmishers and Routier. Oh, it does get a secondary fort on the field. He needs coin. He can get the Nasu regiment. Oh, not the factory. Heavy fortification seems pretty good. Oh, we've got a church improvement being researched? Nope. I just want to saw a church research. going for the factories. I disagree with that. He has not been scouting out. He doesn't realize a massive army there. There's the blue guard from the church.
Hello?
There's the factory. He's heavy cannon. That's a good amount of blue guard. Blue guard, I think they get benefit from promotions. They are right now doing pretty good damage as well. It costs the same cost as Red Musketeers.
Commando.
Does have a round of skirmishers as well.
Yeah.
Villagers need to build out some more housing immediately.
Ja.
Press on push way forward. He does have a decent amount of defense.
Commando.
There's his next factory. Force takes some hits. He could probably use the fortifications card. Fort's taking some severe damage, but if he researches this card, he can rebuild it. Blue Guard doing a good job engaging the Shimi runners in melee, but they're starting to get overran. There's a good number of Blue Guards still here. Fort does go down. Got a round of Red Lancers. Red Lancers are a good cavalry unit, mercenary unit. Spear push way forward. He's trying to torch down the factory, but factories do have a good amount of health. He does flank the militia, which looks like just offers anti-siege damage as their primary benefit. Red Lancers do go down there. Another round of militia to one field. Blue looks like has stabilized. He did lose a fort, but get those replaced. Going for 2 banks. He has quite a bit of resources stockpiled up now. His villagers were not tasked inside the town centers. Single Red Lancer still remains. Blue Guards pushing their way forward.
Ja.
And there's a good amount of veterans here on most of these guys. They're either elite or heroic. Got a round of Jungle Bowman there. Jungle Bowman will do bonus damage to the Blue Guard. Got a number of skirms in the back line to gauge the Plumed Spearmen. And it looks like the outpost is still up there. Going for Mercantilism, standing army. Has 2 more ships available. Maybe a good idea to go for that secondary fort and fortifications. He has this factory set to wood. And I'll bring a shipment of heavy cannon. Heavy cannon would be a good idea. Could try for a revolt, going for an outpost here. Does not have heavy fortifications researched. Go for 2 outposts here. He may not be able to build those in time. You only get 4 villages to build those up at a time. Banks can go down, they're replaceable. Factories cannot. So these villages are sort of going down there. 3, 2, 1. That outpost is complete, but they're unupgraded outposts and they're not particularly great.
Commando.
But these guys are not exactly particularly siege units. There's some heavy cannon there, and there's a very congested region, so it'd be hard for them to really engage the heavy cannon. Does get a volley there. Chimeras will take less damage from the heavy cannon. Nope, the heavy cannon don't do less damage as the cavalry. And the heavy cannons do get overran there. The factories may need to be set to heavy cannons right now. He does have enough resources to revolt. Don't know if that would be a good idea or not. Getting some hits on the banks. Oh, he is going to revolt to Brazil. Brazil shall come to you. Which, let's see, what does that give him? There's a big round of revolutionaries. These are the half-price revolutionaries with basically half the stats, so they're dirt cheap, even cheaper revolutionary. Their range attack is 12, which is not great. But it looks like his town centers are automatically producing revolutionaries. The jungle bowmen will rip them apart to get pretty good multipliers against heavy infantry, and these are classified as heavy. And now we do see ironclads and 2 covered wagons, so he's going to get more town centers for more revolutionaries. Not sure why he's going for 2 ironclads. Maybe to harass the gold deposits? Yeah, his opponent does have some infrastructure there, so the ironclads could do some work. You never got the build forts with your explorer card, so you can't get more forts there. Does increase his build council build by 2. Go for around Hussars there. Fort's taking some hits. There's the revolutionaries. Trying to save his fort. The fort is taking severe damage. There's a town center here, which could bring in some more militia. He does have a bit of food, so we can get out some more revolutionaries. The ironclads put him on the field and start harassing his opponent's sea. It may actually put him in a pop cap. He's going to lose a factory. He has quite a bit of coins stored on up as well. Maybe he can get out a saloon to build out some units. There's another round of covered wagons. He'll soon have, what, 6 town centers? For a max of 7. He can get up to 9 for another shipment. Revolutionary is slowly going down. Does take out both the factories, so there's actually a sizable loss there. House or capital councils triggers. Oh, Federitas. That's a pretty good card. Capybaras, Jesuits, Brazilian porters for infrastructure wagons. There's a round of revolutionaries there. Oh wait, does every single deployment give out more than... Okay, that's a bit more than... That's 9 population. That's 9 revolutionaries per town center. That's actually pretty good. Not just 1, but 9. You know, now has some town militia being brought on in. I'm not sure where the town militia is at. Over here. Outposts starting to go on down. And here comes the ironclads. He can start hitting his opponent's contra houses, which will do economic damage and put in pop cap. It sounds like it is garrisoned by a bunch of revolutionaries. That town center does go down. Revolutionaries are firing away. Another town center does go down. He's starting to lose quite a bit of infrastructure there. Ironclads taking out these buildings. I don't think that Blue can go back this game. He's losing way too much infrastructure. He should have probably got a bit more defenses there. He never maxed out his banks. I think he got all 9 with you. Yeah, he was able to get 9, but he only deployed 6. So I think there was some bad choice of shipments there by the Dutch/Brazilian player. If he would have gotten a bit more heavy on defense, he probably would have been a little bit better. He never had a saloon. If he would have gone for a saloon, that could have gotten him some mercenaries and or some outlaws. Because right now, he could have used either of them. The ironclads were definitely interesting, but could have probably been better if he went for a different card. They do have the long-range bombard attacks and perhaps siege down the town center a little bit. But yeah, this game looks like it's over. And Blue casting GG. This is Android saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. And of course, keep on hitting that button. I think I've already done that one, so I'll just do this one. 2v2. Greetings everyone, and Great here of another Age of Empires 3 replay. Spawn on south side as the Red Dutch with Skelebro. Spawn as the Magenta Ottomans, we have a foreign name. Spawn as the Yellow Germans, we have Oba Zak. And spawn as the Blue Sioux, we have Bertel TX. Burlatex, I think. I have no idea. No deck selected just yet. No deck, and no deck. When it comes to Naze's map, we do have the Cheyenne settlement, which can give you access to the Cheyenne Rider. And over here, the Cree settlements, which can give you access to the Cree tracker and the Cree Core State Boys. Oh, he is getting eaten by a bunch of doggos. You monster. More Cree and more Cheyenne, so it looks like all that's the two natives in this map, as opposed to the other native, the other Indian here. We do have, let's see, a Trap Hodide Shone Tomahawk.
That's it.
Here's a fun fact. The Turkey is the largest consumer per person per capita of tea. They have, in fact, United Kingdom, Britain, is actually third place in most tea consumption per capita. We do have a deck here. It's Silk Road, Land Grab, Economic Theory, Wood, Coin, Infinite Frontier Defenses, Advanced Arsenal, Palace of Intrigue, Wood Coin, Azim Fusiliers, Endurance School, Sapahis, Cavalry Combat, Falconets, Topicaler, Fort, Grenade Launchers, Covered Wagons, Curly School, Flight Archery, Factory, and Factory. Sioux, got Villagers, Team for Furriers, Team Spice Trade, Healers, Wood Coin, Senate Bowmen, Blood Warriors, Axe Riders, Cavalry Damage, Great Hunter, Villagers, Walking Rifles, Rifle Riders, Cavalry Combat, Rifle Riders, Earth Bounty, Adoption, Setney Supports, Yankton, North American Trade, Bolka Huka, Akicha, Advanced Captured Mortars, and Bison Infinite. Not teamed though. For the Dutch, we do have Villagers, Military Forms, Bank of Amsterdam, Bank of Rotterdam, Woodwood, Infantry Attack, Team Infantry Hit Points, Hussars, Bank Wagon, Advanced Arsenal, Religious Freedom, Higher Irish Brigadiers, Wood, Skirmishers, Infantry Combat, Routier, Cavalry Combat, Fort, Refrigeration, Higher Bosniaks, Heavy Cannon, Tulip Speculation, Factory. And for the Germans, we have Settler Wagons, Town Militia, Team House of Hohenzollern, Russian House of Hohenzollern increases town center attack and hit points for the entire team. Huh. That could be quite useful for our Portuguese ally. Settler Wagons, Wood, Coin, Uhlans, Team Cavalry Attack, Fencing School, Riding School, Silversmith, Team Settler Wagons, Coin, Cavalry Combat, War Wagons, Germantown Farmers, Royal Mint, Refrigeration, Exiles, Hired Hessian Jaegers, Improved Mercenaries, Factory, and our Guild Artisans. Settlers Wagons gather more resources faster. Logistica now being researched. And over here, the Ottoman player is already, actually just the German player that hasn't aged up already. See a barracks there, some coin. Looks like nobody's going to apply any aggression just yet. Oh, looks like tame bear. Eat the bear. This is what it means to right to bear arms. Now you got a bear, you can arm. Janissaries now being employed by the Ottoman. Axe Riders being employed now by the Sioux. Those just going for more villagers, going for a bank. And the German players eyeing for some more Uhlans. Up north, you have both cavalry. Let's see now. We have team cavalry attack, which would be very useful for the Germans and for the Sioux. And Sioux only has this one card here for team, which is nice to have. But the Germans do offer two cards. The improved town center is not exactly super great. Nice to have, but not really critical. If you're making good use of it, then something went wrong, because that means your town center is under attack. German player has another shipment available. Does take out that bear, and you'll steal, trying to kill these bears to steal their grapes. Ulan's now heading down south. We do got a number of Janissaries here. He's going to be following his... Oh, we got a number of pet bears. Each went down, you monster. We got a number of Janissaries here. Janissaries just do just fine. Got a good volley there. I was surprised he didn't actually die. Suppose Janissaries have a little less damage for exchange for more hit points. But Red's Explorer goes down. Bobo Weghorst, the Dutch explorer. We got a number of pikemen here. That's actually really good because he does need pikemen against the various horsemen. He does get some skirmishes in the field, which are particularly not good in this situation. Probably best not go for any more skirmishers. Going for a shipment of wood. And right now, both Magenta and Yellow are separated since their opponents have so much cavalry on the field. He is escorting around these villagers, but this villager does get picked off. Good job protecting his villagers. If you can't really herd your animals towards your town center, then getting them with a bunch of guns will be very useful. Red only has 5 pikemen. He needs perhaps another 5, I would say. And now the Autumn player is aging up, going for the Scout, which does give him access to a Boston boy with a scattergun and Holy Mackerel. Envoy does go down there. Sue's going for some bow riders now. And Dutch is going for Exile Prince, so both players are going for faster fortresses than their opponents. The Sue's pretty far from aging up, and the German is relatively far from aging up as well. Trying to go for a stable there, probably going to eye for a root here. Pikemen and skirmishers are not engaging. Skirmishers are not important right now. Pikemen are very important right now. Skirmishers may go down, but these pikemen are taking some hits. Deploys out around a militia. Focusing on these skirmishers like this is not really important. Some of his banks are getting hit. Does take up the stable there. Got some delis now pulled him out since his teammate does lose the bank. They did lose quite a bit of cavalry there. The pikemen were very good. And now got some cavalry archers being employed by the Ottoman. And a very fine coat. Shipment for Routier. He has 18 villagers. The German player has 24 with some settler wagons. Ottoman has 16. And the Sioux has 24. So Team Northside's doing a good job of villager production. Got a number of Janissaries here. And some of this cavalry is quite damaged. The heavy cavalry at least. The light cavalry will do less. Actually, no, the bow riders do less damage versus village. Oh wait, no, I got the 2 attacks mixed up. Yes, they do less damage versus villagers. Uhlans charging way forward. Janissaries do take out that one. Does take out that other one. Got some of these delis here being intercepted. Sue does have a shipment available. Going for the Great Hunt is better. It is better to go for that sooner rather than later, but does get a bit of rebate. Magenda's now eyeing for another town center here, which will hope to improve his village production. Sorry, I've been hitting my microphone.
Climb.
Got these bow riders push forward. Got an adequate defense there. Skirmishers will do bonus damage versus bow riders. Routier will be normally effective. Yet they are classified as light cavalry, while Ripe Riders are classified both as light and heavy cav, but not classified as heavy range cav. War Chief does go down. Magenda's now eyeing for a counterattack. Does have a couple deli, some cavalry archers, which offer good attack speed, decent damage, good multipliers. And it feels like whenever I see people go for cavalry archers, they're never really that bad, even against other units. Probably the higher attack speed makes it so less likely to get overkill. Or send overkill. Hill does get crowded into his town center. It just keeps the pressure there. He can keep his opponent from collection. Oh, so I found some sheep. He shall lead them to glory and not to the slaughter, right? Got cavalry damage. The Dutch is going for some skirmishers. Only have 20 villagers on the field. Has an adequate amount of gold. Need more villagers on food. Stray dog. Porcupine quills. Blue starting to push way forward, but just not properly engaging. And Magenda's force here will get overran. Of course, there's no way his teammate can help him out this far behind territory. And Magenda's force does get cleaned on up. Red is starting to torch down these trading posts, which is probably a good idea. Oh, Red's Routier is a little bit in a corner. He does have a mix of good mix of skirmishers. Militia not that great, and probably could get more pikemen. He does have some Routier. These Routier may, or cavalry archers there needs to fall back. Make some damage there. It's not really paying enough attention. Routier gets another volley there. Pikemen starting to engage, gets some good damage. Skirmishers getting a good flank there, hitting the Routier. All of his pikemen out down to the bow riders. And right now, Red just getting overran. We got now a group of boss next to the field. More skirmishers, more Routier. German players designed for more villages and coin. German players at H3, while the Sioux at H2. More cavalry archers being pulled up by the Ottoman. Does have a shipment available. Maybe a good idea to go for cavalry attack, cavalry combat. He is going for cavalry combat. He does have 3 town centers on the field as well, so he's going to get good village production. He's for an Ottoman. Another round of axe riders there. You can honestly really stand to get out some more pikemen. Got good enough cavalry archers there. Cavalry archers do get a volley there. Takes out one of the axe riders. And the Bosniaks are now pulled on field. They have a good charge attack there and more of an heavier Hussar combat capability. Now I got the church research. I gave him access to some red lancers. Cavalry archers need to fall back. Got some delis here. Red can push forward a little bit. Magetta's starting to get overran. Cavalry archers requires a little bit extra range than being in melee. Here comes the boss next. They're trying to push the way forward. More root here, more skirmishers now being pulled up by red. Cavalry archers push the way forward. Delis get a good engagement there onto the Jaegers. Picking those off of delis is actually very, very good. Picking out those elite skirmishers, as well as just engaging the skirmishers in general. Now here comes the boss next. He managed to get some good damage on the Jaegers. He got his 12 Jaegers in the field, but he's down half them already. Skirmishers push way forward. They need to start hitting those bow riders. And looks like Team Southside will come out ahead in this conflict. Blue's pulling out some more bow riders now. I feel like they are taking a little more damage than they should. They say they're a light range cavalry, but I don't know if they're actually probably getting hit by the multipliers by the skirmishers. I feel like they're not doing enough damage. And again, bow riders, 225 health? Not sure. I mean, cavalry archers have excellent health. If you look compared to two, they have 17 damage, 1.5 attack speed, 24 damage, but so these bow riders have more damage, while the cavalry archers have much greater health. So both have melee resist for some odd reason. Quite engaged heavy cav. And looks like these bow riders do win out. Raid post does go down there. And now I do have the counter infantry rifling for the skirmishers. More delis here. Oh, peeking somewhere. I'm not sure where though. Right now the Autumn player does have 35 villagers. Sioux has 44. Dutch have 24 and not really been building much. I'm relying on the banks. And I've got the Germantown Farmers has 38 villagers. Who's now pushing forward with a sizable army here. All cavalry, of course it's Sioux. And looks like these guys had a pretty late response time there. That did take out one of the Axe Riders there. We do now have a Dutch fort being blown in the field. Does he have access in the Sioux regiment? No, he does not. I'm not sure what exploded there. We got some Sipahi now pushing way forward. The premier heavy cav of the Ottomans. Oh, it looks like they have increased attack speed. I don't. Oh no, those are delis. Didn't click on the Sipahi. Sipahi have regular attack speed. Stable's not going to get hit there. Now got some war wagons and some falconets. Looks like the heavy cav will overrun. No, they're going to go straight for the skirmishers. Sipahi will be able to rip apart this formation. Bosniaks and Red Lance now engaging. Skirmishers are just good as dead. That is a mess around there. Blue has quite a bit of cavalry here holding. Does get some of the dog soldiers here, the Tokola soldiers. Skirmishers are all annihilated. Red or Blue still has a good amount of cavalry archers here. Red Lance is trying to overrun the falconets. There's not much infantry left for the falconets to engage. The falconets are not really a good option. Guess I'll explain more skirmishers. Just mass cavalry by both sides. Blue's bow riders getting some great damage here. They have good multipliers against these various cavalry units. Cavalry archers trying to push way forward. Yellow lost his army, but I think both sides will just lose their army. Got some archers here. The Sundom Bowmen, they are, of course, an archaic archer, which means they will do bonus damage versus the cavalry archers. Blue does stabilize. Yellow has lost his army entirely. Blue doesn't have much of army. Red and Magenta both lost their army, so blood engagement there. The German player has way too much wood at the moment. He does have a secondary town center there. He'd be buying for some farms there for the Germantown farmers. Delhi player, or the not Delhi player, the Autumn player is now eyeing for a fort, and still maintaining good villager production now. And resurrecting his war chief, that wouldn't be half bad. I wonder if he made a difference in that last engagement. You now have the team infantry hit points for the Dutch. Could be useful for his teammates' Janissaries. Maybe Azaps wouldn't be half bad. They do have good bonus damage versus cavalry at range. So they were still classified as heavy infantry, so they will be countered by the German skirmishers. Oh, the Sioux just advanced to the Fortress Age. Congratulations, I guess. Going for elite axe riders and elite bow riders. And more bowmen. So both southern players do have forts on the field now.
Commando.
Yellow's base is really spread out, isn't it? You now have a war hut going on up here. Of course, while Yellow's base is pretty spread out, Blue's is very much not spread out because he's Sioux, doesn't need housing. So there are some exposed villagers here and there, so he has to be very careful. And German players dying for Doppelin soldiers? Dying for some is the unique heavy cav. Not heavy cav, heavy infantry. We do have estates now going on up. He's trying to transition to the safe economy. There's plenty of fauna here from the claimant. Oh, the Dolphin soldiers will be effective versus opponent's cavalry archers and versus Routier. We'll have trouble versus the Dutch skirmishers, but they can connect. Their AoE will rip them apart. This one has gone for a round of halberdiers. And they will be very good for the hussars as well. So the Dolphin soldiers do have a place in his army. So he does have some community plaza in the field being worked by a bunch of healers. Yep. We got a round of falconets there. So Dolphin soldier falconets the army. Falconets can rip apart the skirmishers while Dolphin soldiers just engage everything. The Dutch designed for a round of the Red Lantern mercenaries. Germans designed for some skirmishers. Red's fort is now under siege. Elite axe riders do have decent siege damage. Bow riders not so much. Falconets getting counter attacked by the fort itself. Here comes the Uhlans, engage the skirmishers. Routier's trying to engage them. You now got the guard cavalry. Looks like I didn't realize the Autumn player's up to H4. Hopefully he goes for great bombards. He's going for factories now. He's at pop cap, so he can't build any more villagers. Automatically. There goes Red's fort. And I think I'm gonna start to get hit by the sound bug, probably because I need to restart the game when I'm casting. It's usually a 2-hour mark where the replay system or the game just starts losing the sound bug. We got two forts next to each other. Decent gold trickle there. 2.5 gold trickle's not bad. You can always adopt some kids instead. Get more experience. A very large number of cavalry archers. They do have excellent health right now at 400. And 21 damage at good attack speed's also not bad as well. ×3 damage versus heavy cav, which
Cool.
no, rifle riders. Rifle riders are classified as heavy cav. Look at this. They may be ranged, but they're both classified as heavy cav and light range cavalry. Though they're not classified as heavy range cavalry. But these cavalry archers will be very good for the rifle riders. It's probably better for them to actually stick with the bow riders when going for the rifle riders, because the rifle riders are good versus infantry. They do have a ×3 multiplier versus heavy infantry with 20 damage and a double and the higher attack speed. But the bow cavalry has the 20 damage and won't be received bonus damage from your opponent's dragoons. And they have not been fighting against a good amount of heavy cavalry, so the rifle riders were definitely not a good item. A good item at this moment in time. They will receive bonus damage from the skirmishers, so they're classified as light cavalry. Oh, they will rip apart the hussars, that's for sure. Here comes the cavalry archers. Yellow's arms not pushing down south. We got some bowmen here mixed on in. Yellow's a very late response. Blue's villagers being also tasked on in. Got another round of units here. Falconets get some shots there and they hit the skirmishers. Those Falconets will be overran by the red lancers. Cavalry archers and rifle riders push away, engaging. Red is starting to disintegrate. Did take out the Falconets there. Still got a good number of skirmishers here. Red skirmishers are doing quite well versus opponents light cav. Yellow skirmishers still here. Did take out some of the red lancers. It looks like Team Northside did win out the fight. And those Falconets will pose a threat to red skirmishers, which do have a round of delis and cavalry archers here to engage the Falconet. Got more rifle riders and light cavalry here. Oh, there's a Great Bombard. Now that's a cannon. Great Bombard fires, annihilate a round of skirmishers. Though the Great Bombard is taking some massive hits and does go down there. More root here and heavy cannon now being shipped on in for the Dutch. So the Dutch players also aged up as well. Delis managed to overrun the Falconets. And they got another Bombard here. Great Bombards do 500 damage. They do half damage versus cavalry. And so these cavalry can take still pretty big holes there. Being hit by a 600-pound gun. 600-pounder, I should say. And looks like the German players now aging up to Tycoon, which give them a bit of a gold rebate. Looks like the Autumn players going for Great Bombard production. I'm biased towards heavy cannons, so Great Bombards I'm also biased towards too. But in this particular situation, I have to be real and say the amount of cavalry they're fighting makes it so the Great Bombards are probably not a great item. But if the German player keeps on going for skirmishers, they will still be good. You now have the light archery being brought in, improving the cavalry archers' name damage. Blah, I can't speak right now. As was Azap's. Enables range attacks, volley and stagger action. Either way, he does just improve his cavalry archers there. Right now they're providing 23 damage. Not bad. He does have champion rifle riders now. But I still think the bow riders in this situation would be generally better. So they're fighting against more light cavalry than heavy cav, so I think the bow riders would be better than the rifle riders, since they will receive bonus damage in return, being classified as heavy cav. Yellow does get a good number of culverins to counter attack the bombards. They do have 475 health. Got some Dutch heavy cannon here as well. Let's see, more champion rifle riders. Factory there. Another factory here for the Germans, going for guard skirmishers and guard Doppeln soldiers. Vegeta also has gone for a basic round of walls, not bad. Dutch going for his first factory, going for the guard skirmishers. And that was the German player's first factory as well. About against some of the skirmishers, so going for heavy cannon wouldn't be half bad. We have the ranged cavalry carapace, caracold, or however you pronounce that. Gaslighting, don't need to talk about that. And we've got the mass production upgrade for more great bombards. Oh, I think it's all the champion cavalry archer research, or... Oh, what research did I see? Champion Cree. Oh, he's going for champion natives. You also go for some Cree Corps de Bois. Let's see. Reduce cost of buildings. Anything improve archer attack? Nope. Anything here that improves archer attack? You know, Cheyenne riders do bonus damage against cavalry. That may not be half bad. I've seen both sides going for heavy and cavalry. And train faster. That's not bad. Bison. I think the Cheyenne settlement may not be half bad for these players to grab. More skirmishers, steel traps. Looks like the German players also going for coin. Still more great bombards. And he's almost at pop cap. Has 80 villagers, not bad. Sioux has 67. Dutch only has 40. We do got estates here. Or hut. Multiple town centers here. Current players has 85 villagers going for these various research. So yeah, the Ottoman player, his next his population will be maxed out by this round of villagers. Going for some various late game economy, the secondary economy. There's still some fauna on the map. Plenty of wood over here still as well. And we got another fort by the Dutch. Everybody's in age 4. Economic theory. Cavalry combat for the Sioux. That's going to be very useful. This will improve the hit points of all Lakota warriors, but reduce damage against villagers. That's perfectly fine. At this point in time, if you're attacking villagers, you're going to be mass killing them. Guard Doppelin soldiers, they have 90 siege. Needle guns got a good volley there in the cavalry archers. Here comes great bombards. They will rip apart the needle guns, no problem. They will one-shot them. Of course, I have the audio breaking out. The Royal Coverns do 2 damage per shot against the great bombards. Here comes the Prussian Uhlans being engaged by the Red Lancers. Good amount of rifle riders here. Got some of the crackers now charging way forward, light cavalry. So they will do bonus damage versus the rifle riders. So will the guard cavalry. Still got good enough skirmishers there, engaging the Red Lancers for heavy cav, so there'll be less damage there. Retier trying to engage the Culver's Royale. The number of the great bombards have gone down, more cavalry archers there. Looks like the north side's forces just starting to disintegrate. Still got a good number of skirmishers here. We got some of the elite Nellies, the Rumlots here. Got some Doppelin soldiers charging way forward. If you can get them engaged, you can stop those heavy cav and rip apart needle gunners. And now the needle gunners engage the light cavalry. More great bombards here. They still pose a massive threat to the various infantry here. This great bombard needs to start firing. This great bombard does get taken out by the war chief, who has over 3,000 health. Holy crap. War chief does go down. I think since he's classified as cavalry, gets affected by all those cavalry upgrades. Yellow's army is starting to get overran. The Ottoman player is trying to engage these villagers. It does 50% less damage, and so the Warhuts can get some decent damage onto them in return, but they're not upgraded. Great Bombards getting overran by the Champion Axe Riders, which should be very effective versus these skirmishers. As I said beforehand, it's better to go for the bow riders than for rifle riders. But still, heavy cav at this point in time wouldn't be half bad, though. Now there's more light cav not pulling them out. Red Lancer's trying to overrun those artillery. He does, of course, have the Resurrect War Chief dance activated there to quickly cover his War Chief. Seeing how much health he has, it's probably very worth it. Another round of cavalry archers there. More. Now got some halberdiers help clear out the infrastructure. They're just veteran, not guard. We have another round of Wakana rifles, light infantry. And I don't think they're upgraded. Oh, they are elite, not champion. There's Bison shipped on in. The magenta and red will overrun blue. Yeah, let's bring in some more guns over here. We do have these Grimlots pushing their way forward. War Chief has been redeployed. So he's going to be running over the siege weapons himself. Oh, he's doing really good damage to siege weapons. Oh, he does ×6 damage versus siege weapons. So he himself has a good count to take out those great bombards. More Red Lancers charging by 4. Got more needle guns, but engaged by heavy cav, which is not good. And it looks like Blue is just getting overran and killed off. He took out the community plaza as well, so he can no longer bring back his War Chief. Yellow has a factory right there, which can be taken out. And Sue's down to 36 villagers. More halberdiers being put up by Dutch would be good for siege. Getting out some more research now. Firm's trying to get some more needle guns and dolphin soldiers, and also going for the excessive taxation without representation. Grenade launchers for the Ottoman. He's going to try to get some grenadiers. The unique version, I'm not sure how to pronounce. Oh, got some horse guns. Red Lancer's taking quite a bit of damage there from the skirmishers. Routiers to take out another horse artillery. They are classified as artillery, not as horse. More halberdiers now being pulled on the field. Needle gunners pushing forward. We'll be engaged by a whole bunch of heavy cav here. Sue is assigned for more villages. He's out of food though. He has plenty of wood and coin for a time frame. Let's get his community plaza up somewhere. I see 11 villagers working on it. And he's going for the champion Turkala soldiers. Oh, we got a number of the guard Nizim Fusiliers, which offer ×2 damage to heavy infantry. They are too classified as heavy infantry. Now we've got a big round of Prussian Uhlans. And a couple more great bombards. Alvear is engaging those Uhlans. This other very fine bombard will go on down, or not go on down. And more of these towns are just being picked on off. Bring in shipment of villagers. There's his community plaza. There's one dog soldier. They offer a good amount of health and damage. And a bit more multiplier against infantry. Another round of Uhlans there. The Dutch is planting nothing. He does have some resources to work with, but he's mostly just focusing his army on the field. The German players going for more needle gunners as well as some Uhlans. Goblin soldiers engaged in melee. They get some good work done. The Museum Fusiliers have a good amount of health. They also have Sieger's armor somehow. That's a good number of Great Bombards. And you also got a number of Jaegers here. How many just went down there? Russian Uhlans now engaged in melee. Oh. Red has now revolted. The Dutch, he's revolted to the South Africans. I think it's more of a naval deck, isn't it? That's a weird deck. But you can't get out Imperial War Wagons. Stratots now being put on the field, which I'll turn into a more advanced version as the Red Lancers. More Javiers straightforward. Was it the skirmishers may have been affected by efficiency? Nope. More of the Red Lancers now being pulled on out, as well as a bank wagon. Yeah, the biggest thing I'll say that the South Africans get is Imperial War Wagons. It does cost 1,000 wood, so it's a little bit expensive. As well as like a basic infinite gold at a mine. As well as like what? Oh, you get these Trek wagons, which I don't think they're really that useful. Yellow's holding on, Blue's trying to recover. There's the Trek wagons.
Ja, klaar.
They apparently get some sort of combat capability if the stuff loaded faster and stronger the more units they are garrisoned. I have no idea how that scales if you put villagers on the inside. Get some French villages you can train from town centers. You can train 30 of them to usual build limit. And he still retains his 50 merchants, so that can give him up to 80 villagers, along with all the banks. Going for the Royal Guard Halberdier, the Swatchen. Current player is doing just fine. He's starting to make a counterattack. We do have... The Ottoman player has a good amount of resources stored on up. He could try revolting himself. He has some military units somewhere. I'm not sure where. Oh, right there's a good number of Great Bombards. There's some Trek wagons. Completely worthless. Sue's trying to build more villagers. Going for some bow riders now. Ottoman player's gonna get hit. South African player's recovering. Has 50 military units in the field. Those getting hit by the Prussian Uhlans. There's some of the Rumalots now engaging. Got some Stratots here as well. Oh wait, Stratots are Ottoman? Not the Dutch. Oh, man, I got that mixed up. There has still some guard cavalry archers here. Yeah, those cavalry's being very annoying. Luckily, the Ottoman player has plenty of resources in reserve and have the capability to build villagers for free. It's also getting more of the upgrades there. So his villagers can easily be replaced. Just take a little bit of time. Let's take out the Great Bombard there. Right, now pushing forward with all these Trek wagons and some skirmishers. He has a good number of Great Bombards here in these Fusiliers. He can push forward with his teammate and start cleaning out this infrastructure. Yellow has a bit of an army here. The Sioux player is still relying for more of the dog soldiers.
Hallo?
And these Chapman bow riders are taking some damage. Oh, it looks like his health is much lower now. Oh, it looks like these Red Lancers find a good opportunity to engage some of these units. And these are all light infantry, so those Red Lancers will get some great damage there. More Dolphin soldiers not being pulled on out. We do now have the Imperial. Oh, both the German and the Ottoman player have advanced Imperial Age. It's also an Imperial upgrade. Great Bombard. Imperial Cavalry Archers now pulled on out. By Imperial and Nazim Fusiliers as well. And now there's Imperial War Wagons. There's some other research going on in. He also can get his capital, so the South African Revolt is actually closer to an Imperial Age tech up, but not as diverse, to say the least. But getting the capital upgrades as well as able to get out Imperial War Wagons is quite nice. I do hear a Gatling gun firing away from the South African. Great Bombarders engaging, got a good number of skirmishers here. And now there's the Imperial, or the Royal Guard Halberdiers engaging all the cavalries. Wait, no, these are Camel Gatling guns. Got Camel Gatling guns, which is similar to Gatling guns. They can at least be a bit microed a little bit better. Didn't realize you can get Camel Gatling guns from something. Apparently you can. Some skirmishers there. It has not gone for Imperial War Wagons. Uhlans push way forward. Nazim Fusiliers are musketeer variants. I don't think the Ottomans can even deploy out light infantry. I think everything they have, infantry-wise, is heavy. Another round of Great Bombards. They can rip apart the Uhlans, no problem. The Dolphin soldiers. They actually have enough health to withstand a Great Bombard shot now. Just not the 2 with its AoE. Champion Creed trackers getting overran by the Russian Uhlans. Some of the Ottoman villages are starting going down. We do now have the Herrengots villagers. Great Bombarders trying to hit these Uhlans, and now there's the Imperial War Wagons doing 86 damage per shot with a time speed multiplier for heavy cam. So that will report these Uhlans and not the bow riders, the dog soldiers. Gatling camels do cost quite a bit of gold. Looks like they're a mercenary from a saloon, perhaps. Creed trackers push way forward. Imperial War Wagons looking just fine versus these Uhlans. He has no skirmishers engaged here. Great Bombards also far away, but they're not too particularly good in this situation against all the heavy cav. And Yellow's arm does get cleaned on up. The German player is low on military units, trying to go for more settler wagons.
Yeah.
Hello?
He has a good number imputed on up. He must have lost a good number of them. Or never really built them up. War wagons take out the Dolphin soldiers. And now I do got the Imperial Grenadiers. Imperial, oof, bless siege. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Trying to overrun these siege weapons. These guys move pretty quick. Skirmishers now engaging. Got a good number of cavalry archers there to engage the Uhlans. More Uhlans being streamed on in, but the war wagons here in a very critical number. They were basically, what, two-shot these Uhlans? Yeah, those Ulans are just getting annihilated. Yellow does have some Doppel soldiers there. They have good siege damage. They can break through pretty quickly. And there's the War Chief once again, this time with the full 3,000 health. The Grenadiers, the Ottoman Grenadiers could be useful to engage these forces, as well as be useful to help torch down these structures, because these units don't really have good torch damage now, do they? I suppose the Imperial War Wagons have okay torch damage for being an Imperial Age unit. But Yellow's trying to lose some infrastructure. Doppel soldiers pushing way forward, ripping apart these town centers in no time. Oh, like there's the Grenadiers. They do also have good siege damage, 120, but they don't really have good anti-cavalry damage. Now this is the time for Rifle Riders, since these guys are classified as heavy infantry. We're going to take out all the infrastructure there, capital there. Ooh, Dolphin soldiers ripping apart these villagers. I think the yellow's just getting his base apart, and there's the blue's villagers there. Number of villagers here trying to throw some spears. And also had the shipment of bison there for good production, going for some warriors, but I don't think warriors are going to be all too great yet. They have 100 health. Captain Militia now being brought on in, but getting annihilated. Brings back his legendary Creed Tracker, which is a good counter. And the amount of heavy caps being a bit of a problem, but they're getting annihilated by a bunch of grenades, becoming nothing more than thin red paste. Creed Trackers clean up these units there. The Ottoman player is actually out of food, going for more cavalry archers. It looks like blue has been town center, South African player, and there we go. Both the northern players back to the game now. It's Anchorage saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. And that will be my last replay tonight. So everyone, thank you for watching. Have a good evening. Get some good